Bueno, pues muy buenos días a todas las personas que empiezan a unirse a esta sesión informativa con la Universidad de Warwick. Mi nombre es Karen Martínez, yo soy asistente de Consejería Académica y Relaciones Internacionales de Colfuturo y pues tenemos como propósito en esta sesión brindarles a todos ustedes aquella información fundamental si quizás sus planes de estudio están pensados y desarrollados en el Reino Unido, específicamente en esta universidad. Entonces, bueno, el día de hoy nos acompaña Rachel Bannister. Ella es Recruitment Officer for Americas y de esta institución académica y nos va a brindar información súper valiosa acerca de la institución, acerca de la oferta académica, procesos de admisión, de financiación, incluso becas, hospedaje y recomendaciones en general para todos ustedes. También quiero contarles que abordaremos información relativa al convenio que tiene Colfuturo con la Universidad de Warwick, que particularmente consta de un descuento del 50% sobre el valor de la matrícula para todos los beneficiarios de Colfuturo en programas de maestría en los departamentos de WBS, Warwick Business School, y WMG, Warwick Manufacturing Group. Y adicionalmente también ofrecen un 20% de descuento para todos los beneficiarios de maestrías en otros departamentos de la universidad y 20% de descuento para los estudiantes de doctorado. Entonces, bueno, cabe mencionar que si tienen alguna duda, alguna inquietud u observación, la pueden poner en el cajón de Q&A y la estaremos resolviendo a lo largo de la sesión o en la parte final asignaremos un espacio específico para dar respuesta a todas sus inquietudes. Así que sin más preámbulos, le doy la palabra a Rachel. Rachel, thank you so much for being here today. You can go ahead and start your presentation.
Perfect. Thank you, Karen. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining today. It's great to have you with me here for an overview and summary session of the opportunities available at the University of Warwick and studying with us and also with funding from Colfuturo. As has been mentioned, I look after the region for the Americas for the University of Warwick. I've been to Colombia 3 or 4 times now. Been in this role for 3 years. Love every second. And yeah, I'm here to help you through your journey whilst in researching the University of Warwick. So after today, if you do have any questions, please do take a note of my email address. Please do reach out to me directly. We will be at multiple events throughout the year in Bogota and Medellin. So if you are in either of those cities, do please feel free to come and chat to us at some of those events. We're really looking forward to meeting you all. But for now, I have just a very short video on kind of an introduction to Warwick, and then I'll kind of go through some of the things and opportunities available to students from Colombia to study with us here at the university.
It's time for change.
So get ready.
Don't fear the future.
Embrace it. Join a community
Where your voice matters.
Learn from experts.
Choose your own path.
Change your world.
Change the world.
Prepare for anywhere.
Belong here, go anywhere.
Okay, so that just gives you an insight into some of the different opportunities that are available to students here at the University of Warwick. We are a highly ranked university based here in the UK. We are a young university, so we are celebrating our 60th birthday next year, which is quite young in UK terms in terms of the kind of establishment of universities. As I'm sure you know, some have been hundreds of years old, but we are very proud of how far we've come in a really short space of time, given those 60 years. So we are ranked 9th in the UK by The Guardian, which is a UK newspaper here in the UK that looks at different university facilities and opportunities. And we are ranked 69th in the world by the QS World University Rankings. So we are in the world's top 100, and we have been consistently for a number of years now. That is in testament to the teaching and the facilities that are available to our students here at the university, and some of those opportunities that are available both for taught masters, which are 1 year in length for a 1 year master's program, or our PhD programs as well. And 92% of our research is world leading or internationally excellent. So you will have lots of opportunities and some really good kind of engagement facilities available with you, not just for the teaching, but also in terms of the sector specific careers that some of our students wish to go into. Lots of those opportunities are available from day one on your program all the way through to graduation. We are a member of the UK's Russell Group of universities, which are research focused and research intensive universities here in the UK. That is a group of 24 universities, but we do focus primarily on that research area. So if that is something that interests you, or you like to be part of that research opportunity as part of your master's programs, then Warwick certainly is a place that you should consider, and will be a great opportunity for you to be able to do that. In addition to the university overall, in terms of the rankings that I'd mentioned, we have academic excellence that runs throughout our programs here at the university. We have 3 faculties here at Warwick. We have our Faculty of Arts, we have the Faculty of Social Sciences, and the Faculty of Science, Engineering and Medicine. We have a number of different strengths across different fields. So one of the things that we know that Corporturo is looking for when considering applications and considerations for the scholarship is that academic excellence. And we're really proud and pleased to be able to support students from Columbia who are looking to study at a highly ranked university on a highly ranked program. We have a number of courses that are ranked in the world's top 20, including some of our business and our engineering courses. We also have English literature, some of our mathematics and our statistics courses are in the world's top 30 and 50 as well. So you will be in esteemed company if you are studying in some of those areas. And we have had Colombian students come to lots of our different departments, digital media and culture, we've had business analytics, there's a whole range of different programs available. So there's something available, supply chain and logistics management as well. So lots of different things available for you should you be interested in much of those and much more besides as well. In addition to the academic excellence that you'll learn kind of alongside like-minded students, which is something that we engage and actively encourage, we do have world-class teaching as well. So we do have some of the largest centres for their research areas in the country. That includes polymer chemistry. We have dedicated areas for, as I mentioned, supply chain already. There's e-business management, which has some really good links to sector as well in one of our academic departments. That is a theme that runs throughout all of our programs. So it's not just about the opportunities that you have in the classroom, it's about who you're being led by, as well as what you're exposed to on your program. So this is certainly something that you can have a look at and explore much more in detail at the university. And one of the things that our teaching staff do say regularly is that they enjoy that relationship they have with the students, because they learn just as much from the students as you students learn from the teachers. It is a very open conversation that we have here at the university. We have a very diverse community. We have 28,000 students from 145 different nationalities, and over 35% of our student population is international. So it is very diverse, and it is a very welcoming and warm community for students who are looking for something along those lines to carry their study out on a campus environment in the UK. In addition to the academic excellence, we have lots of innovative learning as well. So as I said, there are lots of hands-on approaches to the different courses that are available. Some of our lab work really is the best in the field in some of those subject-specific areas, particularly at master's level, and you will be at the forefront of that and have the opportunity to take part in that innovative learning and some of those practicals on a number of our programs, certainly in the sciences and some of the social sciences as well, though those facilities have been developed with our students in mind so that you have that engagement and that opportunity to take part in those throughout your program and for the duration of that year or the 4 years for the PhD that you spend with us here at Warwick. In addition to the innovative learning, we are also one of the forefront universities of what we call crossing subject boundaries, or having interdisciplinary studies. So lots of our programs overlap each other. And so although you may have a subject area that covers one area in the title, actually what that might mean is that you have 3 or 4 different topics that you will cover as part of your program on the during the course of your study with us. The interdisciplinary nature of the programs is something that students we know really appreciate and enjoy, and gives them those standout skills that they're looking for once they have completed the course and go on to their career after graduation. Those are the skills that the employers are looking for, and in that kind of subject specific area that you're going into, whether that be engineering, software technology, sustainability, there's a whole range of different areas that we look at and focus on that enable you to develop those skills across multiple areas and make you a more interesting candidate once you have completed your studies with us here at the University of Warwick. That's a little bit about the university itself. I know one of the main questions that students have when they're asking about the university is, where are we? As I have mentioned already, we are a campus-based university, and for those who aren't sure, a campus is essentially a university that has everything all in one place. We're incredibly lucky here at Warwick. We have a 700-acre facility on our campus, so we have lots and lots of open space. It's very green, it's very bright. There's lots of different outdoor activities that you can take part in, and it really is a breath of fresh air, almost literally, to have those experiences day to day while you're living and studying with us here at the University of Warwick. Warwick is a place in the UK. We are in the city of Coventry, however, and so Warwick itself is only 20 minutes away, but the university is in Coventry and is on the border of the Coventry city area and the Warwickshire countryside. So if anybody is looking at a map of the UK, you will firstly know that we're a very small country. It's not very big at all. But you will also then see that Coventry is right in the heart of England. So we are central in the country. So we are in the West Midlands area, Midlands being middle of the country. And my favourite thing about that is that it doesn't take very long to get anywhere else. The best thing about being in the middle is if you would like to do lots of exploring, which much of our students do, both our home and international students are very big explorers. You're basing yourself in the best possible place to be able to do that. The campus itself is 10 to 15 minutes by bus from Coventry city centre. Once you're in Coventry, it's 1 hour by train to London from Coventry, door to door. That's it. It's only 1 hour. The trains run 3 times an hour. It's really regular, and we are much, much cheaper to live in than central London. So an incredible university with lots of opportunities available, with some really highly prestigiously ranked programs for more value for money because it's cheaper to live. So if that's something that interests you, then please do get in touch. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. In addition to that, we have some really nice local areas that you can explore and visit. So Leamington Spa is a place that is really close by, and it's a local town, and lots of our students and staff live in Leamington Spa as well. And so the best thing about that is that it is an almost mini campus away from our main campus. There's coffee shops, there's bars, there's restaurants, there's a library that's been set up for students to study in by the university. So it really is a home away from home in Leamington Spa for students of the university. And we are also 25 minutes by train from Coventry to Birmingham, which is the UK's second city. That is our closest airport. So you can reach continental Europe from Birmingham. We have lots of direct flights to lots of cities across Europe. So if you're exploring not just the UK, but Europe is part of your interest in your spare time as well, then you'll be absolutely in the best place to be able to do that and explore while you're with us here at Warwick. Coventry itself is an old industrial city, so it was part of the leading kind of way in the Industrial Revolution in the UK several hundred years ago. But since then, it has divulged and changed and diversified over the last 200 years or so, and we now are very much a multicultural city right in the heart of England, as I've already said. This building is the ruins of our original cathedral. This was destroyed in the Second World War. But rather than knock it down from scratch and kind of put a fresh one on. We built the new cathedral next door, and this has remained in place for lots of cultural activity and festive events that take place throughout the year. So this is a food festival. We have a music festival that takes place that's called the Godiva Festival, and she's an ancient kind of landmark here in Coventry, and there's lots and lots of different things that take place. So there's always something to do here in Coventry. And as I mentioned, there is Leamington Spa as well, which is a local town. And yeah, as I said, a home away from home for our students who do live there. For some students who want to live off campus, that is an opportunity for you to live there as well. The university has lots of different opportunities for you to get involved in various different activities. We have over 63 sports clubs and 250 student societies, where you can join, become a member, and be involved in as much or as little as you would like to do as part of your year with us, or your 4 years if you're studying for a PhD. They are all run by the Students' Union, and the Students' Union is there and run by students for students. So they are there to help lift you up and reach those new heights, as it says, in terms of what your ambitions are, what you'd like to achieve during your year here, who you'd like to meet, how you'd like to network. One of the things that I will say is we do have a very active Latin American society here at the university. They put on a whole range of different events throughout the year. That includes language classes. We have evenings, they have so evening outs, they have socials. We also have different academics talking with their specialisms from across the region. So if that is something that you'd like to be involved in or find out more, then you absolutely can do that as part of your studies with us here at the university. And that, as I said, is through the Students' Union and beyond as well. In addition to supporting you with your extracurricular activity, we do also support our students with their career goals. So each department has a dedicated careers team in Ed who are there to support you with your career aspirations once you've graduated. We do also have a central careers team as well at the university, and they are there throughout your academic year with us to help you with interview techniques, preparation, CV writing, statement workshops, interviews or sessions with employers who do come in and talk about various things as well throughout their time. So there's lots of opportunities for you to engage and get involved in these. And you can sign up for as much or as little as you would like to do. But of course, the more you engage, the more likely you are to get out of it what you'd appreciate more. So that is something to bear in mind, and that is something that we do offer our students throughout their time and journey with us here at the university. As part of that, as I've mentioned, your academic department does have some, certainly in some of the ones that have already been mentioned. So Warwick Business School, Economics, Warwick Manufacturing Group, they have dedicated careers teams that are on hand to help you with lots of those opportunities. So please, please, please do reach out and make the most of those. And as I said, it does also include interview preparation and kind of engaging with where you see your career going. It might not be what you thought when you first started the programme, but rest assured, we do have lots of opportunities available and some good links to sector to enable you to follow that path as you would like to see fit once you have graduated. Campus is a thriving place, and one of the benefits of that is that our facilities are constantly changing. And so the picture here is just an example of one of the many that we have here at the university. This is our sports hub and is the home to lots of those sports clubs, as I was mentioning. But we have incredible facilities in our sports hub. So we have a 12-lane, 25-meter swimming pool. There's rock climbing walls on the inside of the glass here on the picture. We are this summer having a brand new gym kitted out as part of a refurbishment. The gym is only 4 years old, but they are already having fresh equipment put in. Fitness is really important to us here at the university. We know it's important to our students, something we're trying to commit to and engage our students in. And so that is something that has had lots of investment as well very recently from the university. In addition to that, we have our brand new Faculty of Arts building. So anybody who's interested in an arts programme, you're in the newest building on campus for teaching, which is very exciting. It's my favourite building. It's called the Fab. And it absolutely earns that name completely. So yeah, do have a look on our website if you are interested in those programs. We have a new observatory on campus. So students from our Astro Society do hire the roof of the observatory out, and you can gaze at the stars throughout the year. that's something that you can do. We have our lakeside accommodation has had a refurbishment this summer, so there's always something, there's always a new development that's taking place on campus. It makes it a really exciting place to be for the opportunities that we have and we're able to provide to our students. And we can do that because we have the 700-acre campus and that large space that we're able to really give the best to our students and engage in with them in the conversations to find out more about what they're looking for from their experience to make sure that we are able to provide that successfully. In addition to that, I wanted to let you know that, of course, we are here to support you. That is from today all the way through to graduation for our students. As I mentioned at the start, I am the International Officer for the Americas here at the university. And what that means is I will be your main point of contact for any questions that you have throughout your application journey, or for any questions that you may have after today. If anybody is watching this on record, you can and are welcome to reach out after the recording. So if you find in 3 months' time, as you're preparing an application, you'd like to find out more, or you're watching it back on YouTube, please do get in touch. I'm more than happy to help with any questions that you may have about the university, the courses we offer, or the process of applying and next steps. Once you're at the university, we then have a whole range of different support services that are here to help you make your journey with Warwick the absolute best it can be throughout your 15 to 18 months as a student upon graduation with us here at the university. That includes our wellbeing support services. So if you do need to speak to a counsellor, there is somebody on hand at all times. We have our chaplaincy, they are available at all times. We have the international office. We also have your academic tutors who are assigned to you once you begin your programme, and they are there for the academic support that you may need. There's a whole range of people and a large team here that are ready to help support you. So please don't worry. We appreciate that moving overseas is a big step, but we are here to help you with every step of your journey. A little bit from me on the application process to the university. This is the taught process. So if anybody does have any questions about the research, please do let me know, and we can carry through those. But just a little bit on the process. So step one, do research which course is most suited to you at an institution that you'll like and enjoy. One of the key things is that you do obviously see yourself studying at the university and that we offer a programme that you like and think that you will enjoy. We have over 100 different master's programmes, so you have lots and lots to choose from, and I'm sure that hopefully we'll be able to have something that we can offer you that will keep your mind active, and really kind of venture into that extra things that you want to learn about your chosen career once you've picked your subject area. Once you have that subject area, then you need to prepare to submit an application. It is important to note at this stage that lots of universities do charge an application assessment fee per course. So if you are looking at 4 or 5 courses, then that is a fee for each course that you would need to consider. The application assessment fee for Warwick is £75, but there is no fee for students who are applying for Colfuturo funding. So if you are looking at applying with Colfuturo, then you don't need to pay the application assessment fee, but we will only cover one. So if you are looking to apply for 2 or more courses with Warwick, you will only get that fee waiver for one course, and you would need to pay the £75 for however many other courses that you would like to apply for. Once you've prepared that, gather the documents that you need for consideration. So that is a copy of your academic transcripts. So that's your transcript and also your certificate. So the one that mentions your GPA and your grades throughout your study in either your titulo or your licenciatura. We do also, if you have graduated, need to see a copy of your certificate. So this would be 4 documents in itself. So we need to see your transcript and your certificate both in Spanish and in English. If your awarding institution issues a transcript and a certificate in English with the letterhead on the paper, that should be sufficient. Otherwise, we would need an officially attested copy or a translated copy of your certificate and your transcripts as well. So those are something to bear in mind and prepare for as you're starting to look at those options for you. We do need an academic reference. If you have completed your studies under 2 years ago, please do make sure it's an academic reference. If it's over 2 years and you would prefer to submit a workplace reference, then that is absolutely fine. We understand that sometimes you do lose touch with professors, so anything over 2 years, a professional reference is no problem at all. We do ask for an English test. We accept CAE, CPE, we accept PTE, Pearson, that is PTE, sorry, TOEFL, and also IELTS. So we have varying different bands for the courses. The minimum we would need is a 6.5 for all courses, and then some courses we require a 7 in IELTS or 100 in TOEFL. That's just something to look out for when you're looking at the courses that you'd like to apply to. We do also request a personal statement from students. So that is a document that tells us why you want to study that course at the University of Warwick, why you wish to be considered for this program. What is it about Warwick that will help support you for the duration of your course? What is it about us that interests you for the program? It could be our ranking, it could be the support mechanisms available. You're welcome to mention either of those and more if you have them. And the final one is a CV. So if you do have a gap in education, or between kind of when you graduated your degree and now, please do provide a CV. I find that lots of departments do find it useful to see kind of what that balance is and where you've been and what you've been up to in the interim period. My final kind of step that I have a say in, I guess, is submitting your application. So my big recommendation is please do submit your application in good time to receive a decision. We do have different application deadlines between us and Corporate. They do differ to the Warwick deadlines, and so we do have some courses who have what we call a gathered field approach, where we set you a date boundary where we might open in October and close in December. And so students who apply in that window will receive a decision in January onwards. But if you apply from January to March, you will get a decision in April. And if you apply from April to June, you'll get a decision in July if there are still places left on the programme. Different courses do it in different ways, so please do check the website for which one is which. If in doubt, apply early. Because then if you have your offer in hand already, then that will look really promising and favourable to the team at Corporate, who will then be able to consider your application knowing that you already have that offer in hand from a highly ranked university such as Warwick. So do consider that and do make sure that you do apply in good time, so I can help support you and get you through those next steps once you have submitted that application. If you are successful and you receive an offer to study, then congratulations. But that'll be in the next bit. So prepare your final documents. So maybe the translation, it could be your English test. You don't have to apply to us in October with an IELTS or a TOEFL already prepared. You can apply and then take your English language test afterwards. So if you apply in October, but your IELTS isn't booked until December or January, that's absolutely fine. We do consider those as long as you have your application for your academic programme in good time. It gives you enough time to then prepare for your English language assessment as well. I have made it so that it's only 30 minutes, only so that I have lots of time for questions in case anybody has them. And also I know that there's lots of information as well. I'm happy to cover specific subject queries, anything that anybody would like to ask. Please do let me know. I am also happy to share my email address at the front again. So if anybody would like to write that down, I'm happy to leave that on the screen. But yeah, any questions, please do let me know. I'm just going to check whether I can see the questions in the Q&A section. But yeah, if anybody has any questions. One thing I will add is that we do have a number of Corporate students who have studied with us this year, last year, previous years. We have a long-standing success of students who have applied to Warwick and are now studying with us with Corfuturo. It's a long agreement. It's one that we're very proud of, that I'm very happy working with, and Colombian students are fantastic. You bring so much to the classroom, and that is something that our teachers and things really enjoy, having those engaging conversations with you. So yes, there is lots of support available for you as part of that opportunity. Okay, I can see some questions, so I'm just going to pop those here. Actually, what I might do is stop sharing for now, and put
Rachel, okay, thank you so much for all the information. Everything you mentioned today will be so useful for all the students. So, right, as you know, we have some questions. So, well, the first one is from Sharon, and Sharon is asking, I would like to know what kind of programs you have for the psychology career. I talk about postgraduates or investigation programs in this area.
So we have a main program in psychology is the behavioral and economic science, which is the psychology track. That is a one-year program that looks at how behavior and kind of the economic science and the psychology bit behind it, how they work. So what are the certain key factors that happen in order to us to make us make certain decisions. It looks at how the brain is impacted. It looks at the history of it. It looks at social media. There's a whole range of different things that it considers. So that is the main one that we have, behavioral and economic science.
Thank you so much. That's perfect, Rachel. Well, Jason asked, hello, does the university offer accommodation?
We do. So we have on-campus accommodation available for our postgraduate students. It is available on a first-come, first-served basis. So students who wish to apply for on-campus accommodation need to be what we call unconditional firm, which means that you've accepted our place and that you don't have any other conditions to meet. So you've submitted your reference, your academic documents, and your English test. Once you have that, then in around April time, our colleagues in the accommodation team write out to students, and yeah, you can write that application. So we do. We can't guarantee it for all postgraduates, unfortunately, but it's certainly an option.
Thank you so much. Well, Joaquin, in order to apply for the application fee waiver, it is enough to state that I am applying for funding from Colfuturo.
So as part of the application form, there's a section where it asks about your funding. If you mention that you can't cover the fee, and then it will ask you why, and if you state that you're applying for Colfuturo, then they will consider that for you.
Thank you so much.
I just add, sorry, that's as of today. I'm not aware of it changing, but if it does, then I will be able to write to you. But yeah, it should be that simple.
Perfect. Thank you. And finally, Santiago is asking, what are the most recognized programs in the university?
This is a really complicated question, only because it depends where students are asking from. So in the UK, we have a really good reputation for mathematics, statistics, computer science, economics, really, really strong in those areas. Internationally, I would say our business school, Warwick Manufacturing Group, they have the cybersecurity, we have e-business management, there's supply chain and logistics, we have sustainable automotive technologies and electrification available, engineering is really strong, politics and international studies is very strong as well, sustainable development, humanitarian engineering, there's honestly a whole range of courses that are excellent here at the university. So I know lots of universities say it, but we do have lots of strength and lots of courses that are excellent.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Well, we have some questions through social media also. So, well, you talked to us about the applicant requirements, right? Are there supplementary admission requirements, such as an essay, a motivational letter, interview, or something like that?
So I'm not aware of an interview for most of our courses. The only one that might have, it's not an interview, but it's more of a conversation, is our MBA that you we'll need to have a chat with the team about. Some of our courses in WMG, so Warwick Manufacturing Group, they ask for a video personal statement. So a motivational video, essentially, why you wish to study that course, what is it about the course that interests you the most, the same things that I mentioned about. So yeah, we call it a personal statement. It's a supporting letter, essentially. But yeah, just why you want to do that program. But yes, lots of departments do look at these, so please do include one as part of your application.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And finally, is there any problem if I travel with my family, and if you offer any help about that?
So the UK VI, so the UK Visas and Immigration Service, does only allow students to travel with families and children if you are studying for a PhD program in the UK. It no longer allows you to be able to do that for a master's course. But for anyone who is planning to do that for a PhD, then we do have on-campus family accommodation that students can apply for, and you can live with your families in small cottages, which we've had students do as well in the past, and they're lovely. Yeah.
Perfect, Rachel. Thank you so much. And in order to conclude, maybe I ask to you if you could give some final advice to our attendees, please.
Yeah, of course. So I think my probably final advice is for students who are interested in the university, please do get in touch. I love meeting and speaking to students all the time. So yes, please do make the most of it. If you are interested in finding out about the Student Voice, please do contact the Latin American Society. They are available on Instagram, they're on Facebook as well. So please do feel free to follow them. I'm just going to type in here how you can search for them, and they're more than open to having any questions from students who are interested. There's also we have a system that's called UniBuddy, where you can reach out to current students on those programs and ask them some questions. I know that's always important to students, so please do reach out and get in touch for that. And yeah, just ask lots of questions. I like talking, as I'm sure you can tell. And so I'm more than happy to have a chat with you. So, but my key things are do your research. So make sure you know enough about the course that you're wanting to apply to. I would also say that the key thing as well is make sure that you meet the entry requirements. So our course entry requirements are published on our website, so you can have a look at those. We're very open and transparent about what we're looking for from students, so please do take a look at those. But the last thing I'd probably say is don't be afraid. Definitely kind of ask those questions, find out more information. We're here to support you. Warwick is a fantastic place, and we have lots and lots of students who have gone on to do some very successful things from Columbia. So yeah, we're looking forward to welcoming more of you next year.
That's perfect. Rachel, thank you very much for your participation, for all the information that you present today, for your time, for your support. Everything you mentioned, as I said minutes ago today, sounded so good, and that destination is so good, looks so interesting. So we look forward to seeing in a next opportunity. Thank you so much.
Rachel. Thank you very much for the time. Have a good day, everybody.
A todos los asistentes, muchísimas gracias por su participación, su interés y sus preguntas. Me queda solamente invitarlos a que sigan indagando muchísimo más de la Universidad de Warwick y también claramente con el futuro. Nos vemos en una próxima ocasión. Thank you, Rachel. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.